All right, beautiful. All right, so we kind of got to stick and move because we got 30 minutes. Hey, so tell me overall impressions, vibes from your first conference.
It was amazing. I learned so much. I feel like my brain was gonna explode from all of the information.
So remember what I said right at the end. So it's like, look at all your notes. Okay, don't try to do it all in your next demo, right? Let's pick 1 to 2. All right, you just learned 50 spices, put them all in one meal, and it's gonna taste like poop. Just get the salt and pepper down. You with me? So, out of all of your notes, what do you think the top 2 things are that you need to implement immediately?
Definitely the photo.
Yeah,
And
yeah, taking that picture. Okay, so let's
yeah,
just write this down. Let's sum it up. Let's not complicate. I'm a simple man. All right. So, number one, let's make sure that we're doing the photo and the three-way text, right? Okay. And then what would be the second thing?
and then my second thing, I would say, bringing up the recommendations like periodically instead of waiting until the end so that they don't feel surprised. I work with a lot of people from church, so a lot of them are very cautious about giving people's information out. And so, um,
Church has nothing
I'm
to do with that. What are you talking about? Be like, I already know all these ladies.
yeah, but I I don't know how to explain it. I get that a lot though, so I feel
I
like
go to
if
church,
I
so I feel weird. I was like saying I'm white, so I feel weird, or I'm a male, so I feel weird. No, it's not. It's a smokescreen objection. It's when you break up and you say it's not you, it's me. You with me? Hey, so just know that me being a Christian has absolutely nothing to do with me limiting my recommendations. Make sense?
yes.
If anything, you would think they would want to help people more, right? Right. And then that's when you could literally say, well, I mean, you're a good person. You go to church with me, you like Cutco, and you like your friends. Why would you not want us to know each other? Why would you not want to help me with scholarship? Why would you, don't you think everyone would benefit by having Cutco in their home or at least being able to opportunity to see it? If you wanted, you could even share a story. Okay. So Andy Janti is a good friend of mine. He's a top CSP. I mean, we're talking like 6 million in sales. This guy's ridiculous.
My
And
goodness.
so he did a demo with a lady, right? And then he was showing, all the sponsors, how they have all the signatures and their names and stuff.
Mhm.
And the lady saw that her sister did a demo with him months ago, and the sister didn't recommend her. You with me? And she called her sister right there in front of Andy, and she was pissed. She was like, "You saw Cutco like months ago, and you didn't recommend me." Right? Do you think that I'm not good enough for Cutco? Right? Like, like she was pretty pissed. You with me? So my point is that she would have liked to have seen it months ago, right? You could share
Mhm.
that story, right? That everyone at least deserves the opportunity to see Cutco, whether they purchase or not. At least they deserve the opportunity to see it. Don't you agree, Miss Jones?
Yeah. Yes.
Right? So you could take that. All right. So we have our 2 biggest takeaways that we want to implement on our next immediate demos. Hey, the picture with the three-way text and planting the seeds throughout the demo. Right?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Excellent. I hope what you got was the big family vibe and how all the people are absolutely amazing people that you would dream for your children to grow up to be like, that absolutely care about you and want to help you succeed. And I'm sure that you were probably thinking like business wise, but overall feeling wise, good people and you belong here and you deserve to be here for a very long time. So obviously you got my letter, and you're the only rep that I wrote a letter to in that entire room, just so you know. And you are just amazing, and I'm excited to help you live up to your full potential that you don't realize you have right now. So this will
Mhm.
be a perfect opportunity for this push. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to start off with for you, since I know you're going to be gone 8 days and you're only going to have 8 days. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
So what I want to do is I want to work some of these numbers backwards and I want you to write some stuff down. Then you already have your calendar printed out in front of you, right? Okay, excellent. Then we're going to go through that and we're going to customize a Sarah plan. Sound good?
Okay.
You
Sounds
want the
great.
Sarah plan or you want the
Yes.
normal kid plan? Okay. All right. Now, all right. So first things I'd write down, I have all your stats pulled up here. Okay, I want you to write down you have a $485 average order. Okay, because we're going to need to figure out your averages, work it backwards to, and then we're going to figure out what level, and then we're going to put the plan together. So I
Okay,
write down your average order is 485.
that's pretty good
Solid. We can get higher, but that's
for
solid.
sure.
Okay, now your did no one do your how many demos do you have today?
I don't have any. I need to pack and get ready for Brazil.
Oh my goodness, woman. You should have
I'm
had.
doing 2 graduations for Jaden.
Okay, all right, okay, that's okay.
I'm not just dipping
All
out
right.
on work. I have 2 today, and then I have my meeting and this.
All right, let's look at your last 10 demos. Because I want to figure out how many recommendations you're averaging. Super proud of that 21 and that 11. Hey, so
Mhm.
on those 2 demos, you got 32 recs. So 2 yielded 32. Hey, the week before was 4 yielding 49. So I'm really impressed here. Now you see why I was really pushing hard with you in your fast start to get the recommendations down. Because anybody can sell, but if you don't have recommendations and you don't have anybody to sell to later, you've been doing excellent. So those 4 equaled 49. So you're averaging 12 ahead there. Your first to last 2, you're averaging 16. And then the week before that was not so hot. Where it was 2. I don't. Okay, so 5 demos. So that was May 12th. Is this accurate? Okay, so you only did 2 demos there. Okay, and managers watching this is why it's important to update the freaking grid, right? So you did 2 demos. Okay, 90 CPO. You got 7 rucks though, right? Right,
Yes.
you ended up with 15. So I guess did you get 8 on this one? I don't know if you would remember that far back. It's okay.
You want
Uh,
me to look?
we know the Sunday one was okay, that Friday, yeah, it was 0 and a 0. Okay. All right, so then that's accurate here. So we did 2 demos and got 0, and then 2 demos and got 15. So 4 demos, okay, yielded 15 recommendations. Okay. So now that means on your last 10 demos, 11, 16, eight, got 96. All right, so I'd write I'm averaging 9.6 recommendations per appointment. Okay, which is solid. Okay, now the sales ratio. Okay, so it's like how many demos do we do to make the sales, right? So 2 for
Mhm.
2. All right, so 2 for 2, 3 out of 4. So 5 out of 6. Okay, and then again, 5 out of 6, 8 out of 10. Yes. Okay. So then I would write down 80% sales ratio.
That's pretty good.
That's where you should be. We should be able to get you higher to like,
It definitely could be.
but 80's fine. Hey, now, all right. And then that took us up through the 9th. So I want to see your reschedule ratio from the 9th on. All right. So we had 1 reschedule, 2 reschedule, 3, 4, a 5, 6. Your reschedule ratio is crazy.
I know.
It's absolutely absurd, actually. So, not to make you feel bad, just being real. Okay, you
No,
had
yeah.
8 reschedule out of 18 appointments. Okay, So, holy crap. Okay, this is your biggest area of opportunity that we want to fix. Hey, because if we don't fix it now, you're going to get not the results you want during the push. So, 8 out of 18. Okay, so you have all right, so you're completing right now. You have a 56% completion ratio. This is like the number we need to focus on.
Okay.
Okay, now, all right. So here's who would be my first question. Okay. 10 is I'm very assertive and aggressive. Okay. Not necessarily in a bad way, but I'm definitely no pansy. I'm aggressive. Assertive will be the word. 10, I'm assertive. One, I'm a doormat and everyone walks on me and I get taken advantage of. All
3.
a three. Okay. It's
Mhm.
showing on your phone calls. Okay. So I would write down you need to be more assertive in life and especially on the phone. If you
I've
allow
talked to
people to
Jaden
walk on
about that.
you, great. Hey, if you're assertive, if you're a doormat, hey, 3 out of 10, like, okay, then what happens is you're gonna get taken advantage of by your family, and they're gonna ask you to do all this extra stuff. Can you walk the dogs? Can you not go to work and babysit? Can you wash my car because it's dirty? Right? You're gonna get taken advantage of by boyfriends. You're gonna get taken advantage of by friends, and
Trey, I'm gonna
you're
cry.
gonna get hey, do you want to have a real life conversation or not? We can just act like it's unicorns and rainbows everywhere. We can
I know.
be about how to be better at life. What do you want? I
I
can be
want to have a conversation.
okay. So my point is that you need to start standing up for yourself more. Okay. And you need to be more assertive on the phone. I don't care whether you're male or female. Haley is a female, right? And she's not there's like zero passiveness. You with me? Hey, now I don't think it didn't start that way, by the way. What you're seeing is 5 years of molding and growing and overcoming. Do you see what I'm saying? I would say that she's at 1 to 10 on assertive. I'd say she's probably a 9, right? But girls can say it in a cuter way, right? Okay. But I'd say she's probably a 9. And I think when she started, she was probably around a 4, maybe a 5, right? But here nor there, what you're seeing is years of polishing, right? We need to start working on this, okay? Because if it's happening in your business, it's happening in your real life. See, the one thing I would write down is vector is a magnifying glass. And that's what you need to be understanding. Vector is a magnifying glass. It will expose all of your strengths and weaknesses. But that's good because if you weren't working here, you would have never realized them and you would have never improved on them to get them better. Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So, like, for example, if you are super unorganized, which you're not, I don't think, but then it'll be exposed in vector, right? If you suck at time management, it'll be exposed. You know what I'm saying? So your numbers don't hide. You know what I mean? Okay. So our number one thing is that your completion ratio. I just want you to understand, hey, that average kid is completing 80%. And it really should get to 85. You're at 56. This is way below average. You with me? Now, so take this, right? I'm not getting on you. You're badass, right? So far, you are my favorite of the summer. Okay. So it's only 4 weeks in. Okay. We're just getting to know each other. Okay. But
It's gonna stay that way.
say what? I
I
have a
said it's
feeling,
gonna
I
stay
have a
that way.
feeling it will. Okay. But you gotta be able to step up during the 2 times that you're needed to, right? Now, you played sports.
Mhm.
What did you do again? Was it volleyball?
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse. Okay. So at the end of the day, people don't really care how you did in the regular season, how'd you do in the playoffs, and how'd you do in the championship games, right?
Mhm.
So I might even write that, and I would just write that for Cutco, our championships is SC1 and SC2. We gotta be able to step up during these 2 times because at the end of the day, if people cannot step up when the pressure's on, then they're probably not going to make great future managers and leaders in the future, and they're probably going to fold every time life gets hard, and they're probably not going to get where they want to be. Neither one of us want that for you, right? And I understand you got a shorter window, so we really need to nail these 8 days. Your biggest area of
Yes.
opportunity is your completion ratio. All your other numbers are good. I mean, good, right? $485 average order, good, right? 9.6 recommendations, which by the way, think about how good you got there. Think about, hey, feel me on this. Look at me. Think about when you were brand new, you were sucking at recs, right? And then you made it a focus and you were destroying it, right? If we looked at your last six demos, it would be like averaging 13 or 14 or 15. You with me?
Yes.
Because what you focus on will get better. Maybe I'd write that. Whatever I focus on will improve. You with
Oh
me?
no. Yes. Sorry, I accidentally clicked off. Could
Well,
you say that one more time?
whatever you focus on will improve. And you've already proven that once with the recommendations. We weren't very good at it, and now you've made it a big focus, and you have gotten really good with it. And what was really cool is that your two biggest takeaways were about recommendations because you know that you want to get better at that because you know the better you get with that, the better everything will be. Okay. So using that noggin, girl, that's what I'm talking about. All right, your recommendations are great. Your average order is great, and your sales ratio is great. Completion ratio is like a D. Okay. The others are like A plus, A plus. Here's your report card. Average order, A plus. Recommendations, A plus. Right? Sales ratio, A. Completion ratio, D. You with me? Okay. Now, but we can fix that so easy. So I'm not gonna have time now, but managers watching the recording, you would want to role play right now. The firm up portion of the phone approach. So, Sarah, when we hang up, I'm gonna have you send me a voice recording, role playing like
Mhm.
I'm your customer, and I already picked the time. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. is good. Okay, I want you to firm me up, and then I'll send you a voice text back sometime in the next 24 hours on it. Obviously, you're about to leave for Brazil, so it's not like it's going to be relevant right now, but we need to get it relevant before you make your first calls for the push. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. But the reason is because you're allowing it to happen because you're being a pushover and they're walking all over you. Right. Now, all right. So we'll get the completion ratio fixed. That'll probably be the easiest thing that I fix with you out of everything in your whole life. Because recommendations is harder to fix than the completion ratio, and you nailed that with focus. Okay. So it'll be easy, I promise. Okay. Now, all right. So now let's kind of look at these prizes. Okay. And let's figure out what we're shooting for. Okay. And then we're going to break these numbers down. Okay. So you have, and again, you know what I think that you should be focused on, right? But, and sometimes it is more important that you know what I know that you should be able to do, even if you don't, because then you realize that I've been doing this a long time. And if I know you can do that, then then you will know that you can do that. Okay. But you got 8 days, right? And you did 15K in 10 days, right? So you're basically averaging 1,500 a day. You now have, and that was while you were in school too, and brand new. Keep that in mind, right? Now you got 8 days. If you did 1,500 a day, all right, then that would be 12K. You with me? But it's not really 8 full days. It's more like 7.5 because the conference is on the eighth day, right? But either way, what's the number that you think that you should be focused on?
10K.
I agree. And for the simple purpose of that you will have just be walking back, coming back right after a mission trip and you won't have any momentum behind you. I think 10K would be a really good job. Okay. I know that you're capable of more, even though that may sound crazy to you, but we'll unlock that beast during SC2. Okay. Now I think that 10K in 8 days, I think would be excellent. I think that would be an A plus. Okay. And I know that you can do it. It's not like a goal. Like for me, like I know that you can do it. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes.
Now, so let's talk about what you get. So let's write down 10K. So what are the perks of doing 10K during this push? So first of all, the VIP night. So that'll be the Kobe Japanese Steakhouse. Mm. Oh, oh, a little better than Cheddar's, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Give
All right.
me give me 1 second.
Okay.
My brother just got home.
Okay, ready? All right, ready?
Yes.
Okay, so 10K, right? VIP night, Kobe Japanese Steakhouse with Trey and the top people in Florida. Hey, you'll also win. They're all these levels are cumulative, so you're gonna get the entertainer pack. The entertainer pack is gonna help you sell more kitchen systems. Hey, because I'm gonna close on a kitchen system, save with basically nothing free. Remember, right? Are you always saying you want to get it and get this free solid white oak block with custom slots, the free cutting board, the free sharpener, and free shipping from New York to your doorstep? Are you closing with that? Basically nothing free? Or are you still doing the brand new? I'm brand new. Do you want to get all this free cut code for free when you buy the set?
I've never really given out anything for free from the jump because I know like when people have a good job, I'm not going to offer them something for free. I think I've done it like 3 times.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Good. We don't need to be Santa Claus. Now,
Yeah,
all right.
no.
But for your drop down, right? So just right, you'll get the entertainer pack. And then if they said no to the kitchen system, then you can say if you get the kitchen system, I'll throw in this $300 entertainer pack for free. It'll help you sell more. Okay, you'll also get the Hardy Slicer. Even though you already have one, you could just sell that for cash. Or you already got all your fast start prizes, right?
No.
You still haven't got your fast start prizes?
No.
Um, hmm.
I've been waiting for it. I asked Jaden about it a couple days ago and he was like, you should be getting it soon, but it's been like 2 weeks.
Did you order Sarah's fast start prizes? Question mark. It shouldn't take more than 2 weeks.
I know, that's why I asked about it a couple days ago. But for
There, you
the
know what?
entertain,
Look, for time's sake, okay, call field service when we hang up. It's the number on the front of your manual and say, did my manager put my fast start order in?
okay,
Okay. And if so, where is it? Like, how much longer is it going to be approximately? In a nice sweet
okay.
way. Okay.
Yes, of course.
Now, point is, you're already going to have a hearty slicer when you get all your fast start prizes. Sell that for cash, or when you get into a money neighborhood, tell them you'll give it to them for 100 recommendations.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Petite Santoku. Okay, you can do that for cash as well. And you need this roll up more than you know. And you need a
Yes.
dang Cutco cutting board because it's tacky using theirs. That's tacky. You with me? Okay,
Yes.
so these are what you need. So that's what you'll get. So I'd write down the roll up. So the homemaker roll up to hold all your knives, an actual Cutco cutting board, Petite Santoku, Hardy slicer, entertainer pack, VIP night with training the top people at Kobe Japanese Steakhouse. Okay, $3,000 is what you'll make. So I'd write down $3,000 in 8 days, which is pretty stupid. I mean, most people's parents don't make that. And I'd write down you will be in bonus land. So now when you're over 20K, right, then you'll be getting bonus checks at the end of each month on top of that 30%. Okay. And we can talk about it later for time's sake, but we want to sit down and after this push is over, hey, I want to map out what we're doing to get over 50K by the end of the summer. Okay, so right now, hey, you are at
15.
15,000 and some change.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll be at 25 after this 10K push, and you'll be well over 50K, right? And that'll put you in a top tier for the Leadership Academy, which we'll talk about in the future. Okay, but 50K will put you in the top tier, which is what you want to be in. Okay,
Yes.
all right. Okay, so 10K, right? So let's write this down. So 10,000, okay, divided by a $485 average order. Okay, is 20.6 sales. So we'll just write 21 sales. Okay, 21 sales. So that's what we need is 21 sales. Got it? Okay. Now, let's look at this calendar. I'm going to screen share and you can just kind of pull yours up. Okay, you can see my cursor, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you will not get back in town until,
Sunday night, the 8th.
okay, now, so what I want you to do is just block off, just put X's. You can just put one long X like this,
Yes.
boom, boom, from the 1st through the 7th. Now, it's from Brazil. I'm sure there's not a ton of flight options. What time do you get back?
Not until late, I believe like 8 or 9.
Is it landing in Orlando or is it like Miami to Orlando? Is there a connecting flight in America?
I'm not sure. All of our flights got rechanged, like because of the weather and stuff. So we're getting our itinerary tonight.
Okay. Whenever you get it, send me a picture of the return. Because if hypothetically you're flying into Miami, you have to go through customs, they make it 2 hours. You want to make phone calls at the airport during those 2 hours while you're waiting for your next leg of the flight. Make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, because what we don't want to have happen is that you have no demos. You get home tonight on this night, and you have no demos this day when you only have really one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. You really only have like 7 days. Oh, 8 days. You will have 8 full days. One,
Yeah.
two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. You'll have 8 full days. But if you have no demos this day because you didn't make calls here, then that's going to screw you. And we can't afford to lose that day. You know what I'm saying? Because you're already on the short window of 8. Make sense? Okay.
Mhm.
So just when you get your flight itinerary, let me know. Okay.
Okay.
Now, all right. So we have 21 sales, 8 days. So clearly you want to make, all right. Basically, you just need to make like 2.7 sales a day. So let's just write 3 sales a day. So 3 sales a day, right? Which should sound pretty simple, right? Maybe working.
Yes.
Okay. So 3 sales. Okay. So with your sales ratio, okay, um, you know, I mean, you got an 80% sales ratio. So either way, we want to just make sure I'd write 4 completed each day. Okay. So you probably need to have 5 booked. And I think that you know that you can do that. You've done that before, but after your fast start, there was really, it seems like you're the type of person that likes to step up when it's like, people are counting on you, right? And then, we're just trying to get our consistency down, right? Okay. But when you're turning it on, you can turn it on. So we're gonna need to turn it on for these 8 days. You with me? So
Yes.
the is there anything that you have to do at a specific time during on Monday the 9th, 10th, 11th, any of these days, okay, besides church on Sunday, is there anything that you have to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
I don't believe so. Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so I would communicate with parents. Remember, I gave the 8 tips to have a big push, and one of them was communicate with loved ones. I let
Yes,
them
let
know,
them know I will
listen,
be unavailable.
yeah, like I'm not gonna know you for these days here, okay? Because I've been in Brazil forever and I need to get it going. Okay. Now,
Um,
for Father's Day, okay, what do y'all typically do on Father's Day?
so I don't work on Sundays, and that is hard for this week. Um, we're big on Sunday as a rest day and not a work day. Um, so I'm not sure what we're doing yet. I will check with my dad when he gets home from work today. But that is something that I need to figure out, especially for how many demos I need each day.
Mhm. Now, for this one, it's not a huge deal because all you need to do is have Monday booked up and then the conference is Tuesday. You with me?
Mhm.
So before you go to bed, so here you got your calendar. Hey, so right here on this Saturday, right before I go to bed, make sure I have my Monday booked up.
Okay.
So on the 14th, right before I go to bed, make sure I have Monday the 16th booked. The other thing, Sarah, is that because we're making consistent phone calls each day, right, you're gonna have your way more ahead of you than you're used to. Make sense?
Hmm.
So this one isn't gonna be a big deal because it's only one day. All right, for
Okay.
future, right? The on Sunday, okay, if you do nothing, then you just need to make your Saturday morning like your Sunday phone time. You with me?
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. And that'll work out fine. Because
Okay.
either way, if you did it Saturday, right, then that would book up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right?
Yes.
And then Wednesday book Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Either way, there's going to be a 4 and a 3 regardless
Okay.
each
That
week.
makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, so just do it Saturday morning. I love Saturday morning phone time anyways.
Yeah,
And
Saturday morning
also,
fun times.
you also need to be booking ladies at church. Like you need to bring your planner and book them as they're picking up the kids from the nursery.
Yes, I have that written down in my
Dude, I was booking ladies on Sundays. Right? Okay. Like it's so hard to say no. And I can book 5 in like 20 minutes. Way better than phone
okay.
time. You with me? But you have
Yes.
to have your schedule planned out to book them, right? Now, all right. Okay. So all you need to know then, okay, is that we need to get 5 a day. Okay, complete 4. Okay, 3 sales. Okay, and you're in there. Okay. Now, each of these days, you know that you can do more than 5, right? So clearly, like, on a Tuesday, 10:30, 12, 1:33, 4:36, 7:39. I mean, that's 8 demo slots, right?
Yes.
So you have the time to do more. Okay. So just know that you're not constrained to the 5.
Oh, for sure.
But basically we just need to have a sprint because if we're doing nothing this day, which we weren't really planning on doing many demos anyways, then really the way that you want to look at it is so we might need to adjust this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Mhm.
6, 7 days then.
Yes.
Oh
I'll
yeah, yeah.
probably do
So
around 6
7 days.
to 7 a day.
Okay. So, well, all we needed was 21 sales anyways. So it
Hmm.
actually works out fine.
But still, I'm looking at 10K like a minimum. If I
Right.
can blow 10K out of the water, then I'm going to. So
Okay.
I'm going to book up that 7 days as much as I possibly can, um,
Okay.
to kill it.
All right. Now, do we have all of the numbers in place, to be able to do so? So right now you have what around 70 HM3s that know of you, and then around probably 400 recommendations.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Are any of these recommendations, did you do a 3-way text and they already said, yeah, I'd love to help you?
Yes, so I already started doing that. We started doing that like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Started doing what? No one's told
Um,
you how to call recommendations yet, right?
yes, they have.
Who the hell did that without my permission?
Well, Jaden, he gave me the paper. I haven't called them yet, but he gave me the paper to call them. But I need to role play it because I'm so bad at it. It's
I don't want
terrible.
you to call another recommendation again until I role play it with you. Okay.
Okay.
So not. Okay. So right now you have 70 people that you know, right? So we want to finish doing those and turn those into 700. Now you have 1,000 on Let's Ride and you're actually really good at the phone. Hey, but the people who have already said yes, okay.
Hmm.
So they do the 3-way text and people are like, sure, I'll help you, right?
Yes.
Hey, you can just call them and say, hey, thanks for helping. Hey, yeah, you're friends with whatever Susie Smith. She's actually my next door neighbor. I love her to death. But hey, what's your schedule look like? Okay, I'm trying to get Monday and Tuesday filled.
Yeah.
You don't need to, if they already said yes, it's like, thanks for seeing me. What's your schedule look like? Makes
Hmm.
sense. Do those appointments. But I do not
Okay, I've done some of
want
those.
But I don't want you calling anyone unless they said yes already at this point.
Okay.
I need to get you good, and that's the bottom line. So you'll be mine to coach, just to be extremely clear here. Okay.
Okay.
So pretty soon I'm going to split the team into Trey's team, and Jaden's team, and then the assistant managers teams. Make sense? And so
Yes.
I will teach you how to call recommendations, and you will be booking them in front of me, and I will get you great at it, and then we'll never have to stress about it again. Make sense?
Okay.
So no
Yes.
rucks until you talk to me. Got it? Okay. All right, so we know what we need to do. Okay. Now I do want you to go back through those two documents, okay, and see how many more numbers that you can add. I had a girl, Ashley Rodriguez. She was so wonderful. I mean, I'd say every like 4 months she would add like 20 new numbers. I mean, we're talking years onto the job. I mean, she sold over 200,000. You with me? She was branch manager, two-time branch manager, right? But you would always be looking up more phone numbers. Hey, because like, why would you not? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, have you gone through mom's cell phone A through Z and dad's cell phone A through Z, had it in your hand, and literally scrolled through all of them? Yes or no?
Yeah. My dad said no. I did my mom's twice.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay. All right. How many moms do you see at church that you do the nursery with?
A lot.
Okay. That's what you need
Yeah.
to vote. I would write down nursery moms or church nursery moms, however you want to write it. Okay. So church nursery moms.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Before I leave for my trip, I need to do Facebook. I asked Jaden for the template, but he never gave it to me. I don't know what to send out on Facebook.
And the direct message. You
Yes.
took a picture in day one of training.
What'd you say?
You took a picture of it in day one of training during my opening comments.
Your opening comments?
Didn't I run your opening comments of training?
No.
I didn't run.
I didn't. No.
I met you in advanced training one for the first time, right?
Yes.
Okay. Take a picture of this, and then we're gonna need to wrap.
Okay.
Bam.
I'm only seeing half of it. Okay. Wait, what does it say? Give me 1 second.
Can you
My
see it or
face.
not?
Yeah, my face is in the way. Okay.
All right, you can see it now.
Yes. Okay.
All right. My daughter Sarah is working with Cutco, and she gets paid to show it face to face or online for out of area people. There's no pressure to get anything because she gets paid to show it. She can also win scholarships for school through the company. Let me know if you would be willing to help her out by commenting on this post. Thank you in advance. All right. A special thank you to everyone who's already set up appointments. Um, I don't even know if I would say and purchased. Okay, but I would probably just do that.
Could I say I get credit for every time I show it instead of get paid?
Sure. Yeah.
Because they're more I've noticed that when I say get credit, they're like not surprised
Yep. The
when
answer
I
is
tell
yes.
them. Okay.
Okay. All right. So you're leaving to go on a plane tomorrow. Yes? Okay. So have a fantastic time in Brazil. Okay. Let's spread the word. Hey, have a good time doing it. And let's get ready to hit the ground running. So what I would be doing, because you're gonna have a long airplane ride there. Okay, because I mean, us flying to Argentina was longer than flying to Europe. People
It's
just
gonna
don't
be like 12
realize it.
hours.
Yeah, people just don't realize it when they look at a world map. Okay, but I'm telling you right now, Buenos Aires was longer than Europe. Now Brazil, okay, Brazil's shorter because it's north. But either way, it's a long trip. Okay, so what I'd be doing is I would say, how can I utilize this flight time? Okay, with organizing phone numbers, possibly even you'll be connected to Wi-Fi for free. And I might send text messages and say, hey, I'm going to be going into a big contest. Hey, I wanted to reach out to you when I get back.
I
Something
don't have
like
Wi-Fi.
that. on an airplane on an international flight?
Yeah, we didn't pay for it.
Uh,
I won't
uh,
have internet.
well, if it's like $20, you should probably just do it.
Okay. I might be able to because we're going as a group thing. My missionary knows the flight line that we're going with, so we get deals for that, but I don't know if I can do it individually. I'll have to
Yeah,
ask about that
you
because
can.
I don't have any of my information. They set up everything.
That's fine. Hey, Sarah, you know how many times I've flown?
A lot.
Okay, I'm 100% positive that you can pay $20 or $10 and get Wi-Fi. Okay,
Okay.
so the other people in the group are completely irrelevant, right? Yeah. But that would be something I would do. I think at a minimum, I'd be organizing stuff. And on the flight back, I'd be sending text messages, to kind of tee up some appointments. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, have a fun time, and you will be greatly missed. And I can't wait to see you when you get back. Oh, and then you are good with the Alliance schedule. We're gonna be meeting at the office at 8 a.m. On the Wednesday will be a Zoom because everybody comes that night to the team meeting. So really, I just need your commitment for these 4 mornings, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So you can commit to that.
Give me 1 second. I haven't
Oh,
talked to
8:30,
about
8:30. Huh?
yeah, I haven't talked about anything with Alliance at all. I just show up to the office at 8:30.
Yes. So be here by 8:30, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. That's all I need is a commitment from you. And then I'll put you on the Alliance, and then I'll put you into our divisional WhatsApp group.
Sounds
So,
good.
okay. So official, I need you Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday in the morning, and I want your 100% best for the 7 days that we have to sell. So do I have that?
Yes.
Okay. So then I would officially like to have you on our alliance. And so let's make this happen. I will add you to the WhatsApp group and you can cheer everybody on from Brazil while you're there, if you even have Wi-Fi. Okay.
I won't.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. All right. Well, have a great time. Pack up. We will be missed. And then I'll see you when you get back. Do everything in your power to get that Monday set up. Hey, and send me the picture of the itinerary back. So hopefully you have a layover somewhere and you can get a couple hours of calls to get Monday booked. Your number one goal is to get Monday booked. And then when we hang up, I want you to send me a voice recording acting like I said tomorrow at 2 o'clock will work. I want to hear where you pick up from there on your phone approach so I can give you thoughts. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Okay. Huh? All right. Throw that in the trash can. Hey, you want some
Hi.
Senora Sarah? She can't see you.
Hi.
Say hi.
What's your name? Finley.
Friendly.
My
Yep.
name is Sarah. How are you? Good. Oh my goodness, he's so cute.
There is.
She's got a little dress on.
When she wants to be, these are jammies. Hey, say, I'm home and daddy's here, so I can just wear my jammies. Mwah. All right, okay, get out here. Okay,
Hi,
all
Finley.
right. Okay, all right. Well, listen, okay, let's get it done. Okay, send me that voice recording right now when we hang up. It'll take 30 seconds. So tomorrow at 2 will work. Let me hear what you sound like from there. And then just make sure that you do everything in your power to get your Monday booked as much as possible before you get back. Okay.
Okay,
And
sounds good.
organize all your people, okay, from who you think would buy the most to the least, because then that way we can focus on the right people and we'll get there faster. Cool.
I meant to ask you one last question. If it's recommendations from another person that I know who they are, can I call
Yep.
them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, right. Just use the regular approach and say, by the way, I've already seen Betty and Susie and whoever else, like name drop.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. All right. So organize them. You already got the video on how to organize them yesterday, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's put all the ones that know of you, where you could say, this is Sarah. They'd say, oh, hey, honey. Right. That goes on this list. All right. The other ones that we have no idea who they are, leave them alone for now. Cool.
Perfect.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Have an awesome day. Welcome to the Alliance. Let's get going. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye.